If you like this video, please subscribe, share and press the bell icon for further notification of my videos.
Hello friends, today we will discuss about sorting. Sorting is a technique to arrange the data in order. The data can be arranged in ascending or descending order. Basically, there are different algorithms to arrange the data in order. Here I have listed some algorithms. First one is bubble sort, and this algorithm has the time complexity of order of n square. Second one is a selection sort, and this algorithm have time complexity of order of n square. And third one is the merge sort, and the time complexity of this algorithm is order of n log n. And the fourth one is the quick sort, and the time complexity of this algorithm is order of n log n. Here n is the size of the list. Here we will only discuss about the bubble sort. Later algorithms and other algorithms will be discussed in my coming lectures. Now we will discuss about the bubble sort. Here is the code for the bubble sort. First, I have included the header file IOStream, that is a familiar one. Here, for implementing the bubble sort, I have taken one function. The name is bubble sort. In this function, I have passed two arguments. One argument is of array and array type, and the second argument of integer type. Basically, first argument belongs to the list. Basically, this is the list of items that we want to arrange in ascending order. And the size is a variable that contains the size of the list. Here, I have declared the return type of bubble sort is int pointer. Basically, we are going to return an address of array from the bubble sort function. That is why we have taken here int pointer. This belongs to the address. Now in the main function, I have taken one array named list and already have taken some elements like 10 elements, and elements are arranged in random order. They have no particular order. After that, I have taken one pointer variable sorted list. This variable will be used for storing the address of list array type of variable that will be written from the bubble sort function. Here we are calling the function like sorted list equal to bubble sort list comma 10. The bubble sort is the function that we are going to call here, and we are passing the two arguments list comma 10. List belongs to the element list, and the size of the list is 10. Here bubble sort will return address of sorted array that will be stored in the sorted list pointer variable. Now we are going to print the sorted list. Here we have printed the message in with the help of cout function that we are going to print the elements in ascending order. For printing, we have used here for loop I equals to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. After that, we have used the cout function for printing the item of sorted array. At the last, we have used the return 0. That's a familiar one. We always use it. Now we will understand how we have implemented the bubble sort function. Here is the definition of the bubble sort function. This is called the definition. We have used the bubble sort, and we are receiving the two arguments. One is the array type and another is the integer type. This belongs to the size of the list. Here we are going to return a pointer variable to the main function where it is called. Now we have taken the another variable item. It will be used for swapping the elements. Here we have used outer for loop or for loop for I variable I equals to 0, I less than size I plus plus. We have taken the I equals to 0 because the index of the array starts from the 0, and the I less than size because the size is the size of the list. It must be I must be less than to the size of the list. After that, we have taken the I plus plus. After that, we have right here the for loop for j equal to I plus 1, j less than size j plus plus. Here one thing need to be noted, because that we have taken I equals to 0 and j equals to I plus 1. This is because we have to pick two elements at a time of the list. So I equals to 0 means the first item of the list, j equal to I plus means second item of the list. So after that, they will be compared with each other. here we are comparing if list of I greater than list of j, means I equals to 0 and the j equals to I plus 1 means 1. So we are comparing the first element of the list to the second element of the list. If first element is greater than second element, then swap these elements, because we want to keep the smallest element at the index of I. Or after that, we will compare this element with the third element of the list, fourth element of the list, up to the last element of the list. We would have smallest element in our hand, and we will place this element at the first place of that list. After that, I will be incremented. I become the 1 and j become the 2, because I is 1, then j equals to I plus 1, so j is 2. Now we will compare the second and third element of the list, and the j loop continues. At the in second iteration, we would have a second smallest element in our hand, and we will place this element at the second position of the list, and it will continue. At the end, we would have a last smallest element and will be placed at the last of the list. After that, after finishing both the loops, we will return the list type of argument. Basically, this is an array. It will return to the main function. Here we will store the address of list variable into the sorted list, and we will print these elements. Now I will execute this program, and we would have a output. What the output will be, that we need to see. So I have compiled the program, and you need to check out the output. Here is the output that you will see. The elements are arranged in the ascending order. So thank you. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.